super good.
Yeah, you know what? I rarely get to talk to an artist once the album is actually out.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we get to have this conversation right now. How are you feeling with Almost Healed being out and seeing the reaction from your fans?
I feel super good. I'm seeing reaction that I ain't seen before in a long time. New fans, a lot of positive social media things going on.
You mean like people getting the album cover art tattooed on their arms? Because that's pretty pretty positive.
Yeah, when I seen that, I was like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? And they had it like, made me wish that was my album cover.
No, it's a great album cover, and I just want to say congratulations, because I know you've been working hard for so long, and right now, everywhere I drive in New York, people have the windows rolled down, and they're blasting All My Life through the streets of New York. It's pretty incredible. That must feel amazing.
Yeah, shout out J. Cole. Yeah, like I said, that feeling just, like, even just to have that type of music out, you know what I'm saying, just on a positive level, was like, feel super, super good.
I know you're probably not spending your day-to-day thinking about all the moves you've been making in the past, but I want to take you back 10 years. Do you remember what was going on in your life in 2013? Because you also had, I would say, a pretty big breakout record for you at that point. This Ain't What You Want, but that was such a different time period in your life. At that point, you were talking about feeling stressed that, you know, police were shutting down shows in your hometown, and now look where you are to have a track like All My Life. It must be kind of amazing looking back on a time like that.
Yeah, it's a lot can change from then to now. You can tell the big difference on just character, the music, the beat selection, the entourage. Like everything has changed from that point, but that's where it started from. Like that's where I get my motivation from.
At that point in your life, do you remember like what were you picturing your future might be at that point? I'm sure your ambitions and your goals have changed over time, but in 2013, like what did Durk want to be?
Honestly, I didn't even have a direction. I didn't even have a goal. Like I didn't know like I'd be like a real artist. Like I'd be doing arenas and festivals and stuff like that. So at that time, I was just doing it just on some local, I got the trenches on lock type stuff. Yeah, so my vision wasn't as big as I would thought it'd been.
And when do you feel the vision started to change? Because on Almost Healed, I think one of my favorite bars is you talking about, you know, we knew growing up you didn't have a lot. You've talked about, you know, having to go without proper food and meals sometimes, your family, and then hearing you on the album talk about being at restaurants that are so bougie you can't even read what's on the menu. That's amazing. You know, so when did your vision for yourself start to change?
So when I had This Ain't What You Want, I had turned myself in for 3 months. I went to jail for 3 months. And I had my son while I was in jail. It was just like, everything just like changed.
And did that change your
mindset? It changed
mindset?
my whole vision, where it's like, by my father being in jail while I was born, I was 7 months. I'm just like, this ain't what I want to do. But I still ain't had no goal. I still didn't know what I wanted to do. Then Sosa just came out just had the city on fire with the music. Reese had the city on fire. You know what I'm saying? We just followed each other's footsteps and just went from there.
You know, you've talked about having people like Swiss Beats as mentors.
Yeah.
And I think, what has that been like for you? I imagine it's life-changing in some ways, because the people that we surround ourselves with, I think it affects our path in life, right? There are people you look up to, you learn from, and you see different versions of life that maybe you couldn't imagine as a kid. So what has it been like for you having people like that to guide you?
It's important, you know what I'm saying, to have somebody to really just like guide you to the right place, because where I'm from is like, they don't really do it like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying ain't a lot of leaders where I'm from. It's like whatever make money, whatever the quick money, if it's violence, if it's this, they gonna get to the money. But like people like Swiss, like my daddy, my mom, and a couple more people in my life, it's just like we got something to prove, to show them like we gonna be the difference and we gonna change just the world.
And you did that, and now you're a leader.
Yeah, because if you just look at the whole Chicago, it's like everybody doing the same thing. Not too many want to change. A lot trying to change but can't change. 'Cause ain't no way to. You know what I'm saying? So I hope I could be a platform for them.
I mean, you definitely are.
Yeah.
You definitely are a platform for them. And I think that's why a song like All My Life is so amazing, because nothing about it feels forced, right?
Yeah.
You've been your authentic self this whole time, sharing your life experiences with us. And now we see you at this point where we see how hard you're trying to be better.
Yeah.
And to help other kids growing up in Chicago be better. And opening the album with a therapy session was so unexpected.
Yeah.
But so raw. And was it easy for you to do that? I think people coming from Black and brown communities, having conversations about mental health and, talking about therapy isn't always easy. It's the same in my family. My mom laughs at me if I mention therapy.
Oh, no, it ain't hard. You got to be yourself. You got to be prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not going to take on to it like we take it. Everybody ain't going to take it serious. Ain't nobody going to, it's just like a career. In the beginning, nobody going to take you serious until they see you really doing it.
What kept you going all those years? You seem like a person, you've been through so much that you just always soldier on, which is great for the career, not great for the mental sometimes. So what's kept you going before you got into therapy in those tough moments?
Outside of just my family, just don't want to be in them same positions I was in. Don't want to be in them environments, stuck in them environments. Don't want to let my people down. The people we lost, it's I feel like if I stop or fail, if they didn't pass for nothing, I look at all that, everything.
And so that sounds like you take on a lot. That's taking on a lot of responsibility for one person, especially since there's so many things that you can't control. So what has it been like having someone that you can actually talk to, express all of this stuff in a judgment-free zone, like Alicia says on the opening?
It feel good. It feel normal now. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning, it just felt kind of strange, but it feel normal now. You know what I'm saying? I can just talk and be me. I feel like I can do that anyway, but I feel like the people that you talk to could turn to some negative, or they can go tell your business. So it's I'd rather do a therapist than just talk to 80 different people about my personal life.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously you do that on the records too, right? You're venting, you're sharing the things that you're going through, but having, that neutral opinion must be nice. Have you been making space in your life to just have fun and to enjoy? I imagine with everything that you've been through, having fun, I'm sure hasn't always been a priority for you over the past few years.
Yeah, I'm starting to enjoy it. Peace.
Fishing?
Yeah, fishing.
Never thought I would see you out
First time fishing. Yeah, caught 2 fish. Just doing different things. Like you say, you never thought you would see me fishing, but I just do it, just open up people's eyes to show that, you know what I'm saying? It's more than just a circle.
How do your fans react to things like that? Again, 2013 Durk, we'd have never seen him out here catching some fish. So it's amazing to see that kind of thing,
They love it. They just love to see me just interacting, being out, because I don't usually just be out.